Hello, I'm Alexa, and welcome to Alexa World. Let's begin with today's top headlines. Breaking news, President Donald Trump has confirmed the death of 20-year-old Sarah Beckstrom, one of the National Guard soldiers shot near the White House. The shooting happened just blocks from the White House after a gunman opened fire on National Guard members stationed nearby. Authorities have identified the alleged shooter as Ramanullah Lakhanwal, who now faces first-degree murder charges. President Trump addressed the nation, calling the incident tragic and offering condolences to Beckstrom's family. Details continue to emerge as investigators piece together what led to the attack. Authorities say more updates will follow. Another update comes from President Donald Trump in the significance of political development. President Donald Trump has announced a sweeping reversal of his predecessor's administrative actions. The president says he is terminating approximately 92% of all documents and executive orders signed under former President Joe Biden. Administrative cancellations in U.S. history, impacting nearly every directive created during the previous administration. The move underscores Trump's intent to dismantle the vast majority of Biden-era policies and reset federal directives. Officials say the scale of this termination is unprecedented, affecting almost all official documentation from the previous administration. Now let's move to the global economy updates. The dollar has weakened while gold prices have moved higher. The shift comes as markets expect the Federal Reserve to move toward possible rate cuts. All eyes are on the upcoming December FOMC meeting. Investors are waiting to see the direction of the next monetary policy. Analysts say this meeting could have a major impact on the dollar, stock markets, and gold. Next week could bring significant market movements as the chair is scheduled to deliver an important speech accompanied by the release of key labor market data. In some surprising economic news, Canada posts surprise Q3 GDP growth. Let's take a look at the major headlines. Higher than expected GDP growth for the third quarter. Despite economic concerns, this positive data has boosted confidence. Markets are now anticipating potential shifts in the Canadian dollar based on this momentum. Stride Japan's monetary and fiscal shift. Will the yen strengthen? Experts are questioning whether these adjustments will help strengthen the Japanese yen. Markets remain cautious for now as investors wait for clearer signals from policymakers. That's all for global economy updates. Now let's move to the weather updates. Here's your quick weather update for today. New York, Boston, and the surrounding East Coast areas are seeing mild sunshine with light clouds. In other news, there are reports of severe flooding in Southeast Asia, particularly affecting Sri Lanka, Thailand, and Malaysia. Cyclone Ditwa has plunged Sri Lanka into one of its worst disasters in decades. Deadly landslides and extreme weather have left at least 123 people dead and more than 130 missing. Thousands have been affected, thousands of homes have been damaged, and entire communities remain isolated.
Colombo, Sri Lanka, November 29th, 2025. Sri Lanka in chaos. Cyclone Ditwa causes floods and landslides that leave 123 dead and 130 missing. Cyclone Ditwa, which recently struck Sri Lanka, has become one of the most devastating natural disasters the country has faced in years. Days of relentless rainfall triggered widespread flooding and a series of deadly landslides, disrupting the lives of hundreds of thousands of residents. According to the updated report on November 29th from Sri Lanka's Disaster Management Center, the death toll has risen to at least 123, while around 130 people remain missing.
Malaysia and Thailand are being stepped up to deal with flooding caused by days of heavy monsoon rains. Tens of thousands of people have been moved to safety in the second successive year of seasonal floods in both countries.
Now, the military is helping relief efforts on the island of Sumatra in the west, where thousands have been left homeless. Indonesia, however, isn't the only country in Southeast Asia that's been badly hit. Thailand and the Philippines have also experienced heavy rain and storms recently. In South Asia, there's also been widespread devastation caused by a separate weather system. In Sri Lanka, 390 people have died.
That's all for the global weather updates. And that's all for today. Stay with us on Alexa World. We will be right back tomorrow with the latest update.